Shitholes.
It sucks that they're all starving because it sounds delicious.
Ah, yes. What
Hey!
episode are we on?
It's us. Again.
What is this, 6?
Yeah.
Let's call it 6.
Mandy. Brian.
Brian.
Digging. Dark. Words.
Things we don't have yet. The same old technology.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
We're
we got
still
nothing.
broke.
Still broke.
Dead mom, living mom. My mom's broke. His mom's still not forking over the cash.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Let's get into it.
We'll get it.
Speaking of parents, let's speak of the ones that are fortunately still alive.
Oh shit, son.
Let's bring Ralph into the mix.
Ralph.
So apparently, it's come to my attention
Yes.
that you ran across an article of someone.
It wasn't an article. Okay, so this
Explain.
was the best ever because I can go like a year without talking to Brian and I could see some shit on Dr. Phil like man sold children. I'd be like, dude, your dad got lowballed.
It's true.
Because tragedy. Well, Brian got kept.
Yeah, I got kept.
But he's got like a fucking fulfilling brothers and sisters that his dad sold for like $200 and $300. So like that's cool and all. Like I guess he made a profit. Don't know about hospital bills or how poor people fucking insurance works, but on Dr. Phil, this motherfucker had like 10 kids and got between $3,000 and $5,000 on each kid. Ralph got lowballed. Oh, Ralph's his dad that sold all the kids. How many kids did Ralph sell?
3.
This is my pretend microphone with our technology.
3 children. My sister.
How many monies?
One of my sisters.
Did he get dollars?
Oh, he probably got dollars.
Did he get American dollars?
Both my parents
How
were
many?
married a billion times.
This is
and had
amazing.
A billion kids.
A lot of kids. They got a little bit of pocket
1, 2,
walking around
3.
money.
So there's 3 chicks. I got 3 sisters and 8 or 9 brothers.
And you can sell kids.
Yeah, apparently you can sell kids on the black market.
It's not even the black market.
The regular market.
It's like there wasn't even the interweb when
Yeah.
he sold these kids. He was just like, "Hey, you want to buy a kid?"
He just went out
and
like
they're
Alex's
like,
lemonade stand.
and they're like, "Well,
selling
we
children.
could use a chimney sweeper
Yeah.
around here."
So
I got $300, and they like did the whole. And they gave him a couple 20s, and he's like, I might be short a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And Ralph was like, well, thank God I
Here's a
smoke
baby.
meth.
Yeah. Here's a baby. So so I had 3 brothers that were sold. And I mean, that was all well and good. Till it's like, now we found out they were sold for like fucking gas money. This motherfucker got duped. He couldn't even sell children right.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you sell a kid for like a couple $100. I mean, you gotta be like the Dr. Phil guy. If you're gonna, dude, could you
I know the 80s were bizarre.
Could you imagine just going through like the gestation process and be like, fuck yeah, while you're smoking your Marlboro Red 500 and you're drinking your fucking martini drink with your baby in your gut, and you're like, I'm gonna get like at least like, $250.
It was like, keep baby, sell baby, sell baby, keep baby, sell.
Do you know what's
baby,
really funny?
keep
Hold on.
baby,
Do you know what's funny
baby,
about what I just
sell
said?
Baby. Hold on. No, wait. I said 3. I meant to say 4.
4.
Because the 4th one, it was probably sold. But it was all of a sudden.
There was a lot.
Yeah, all of a sudden my stepmom was pregnant. And the next day she wasn't pregnant. And the next day I had a cousin from an aunt who,
Dun, dun, dun!
who an aunt the previous 2 days was not pregnant. So I got the old cousin brother.
You got like a fucking dude. My only friend.
The trailer is so big.
My only fucking friend over where I live, 500,000 light years away, with fucking Quantum Leap guy from fucking Quantum Leap. His dad just died. Yeah, dude, a lot of people die. I talk about it a lot.
Didn't we say that? A lot of people wake up dead. Like
his dad fucking woke up dead in a car crash.
Yeah.
I mean, If I'm in a car crash and I wake up, I would prefer to be alive unless it sucks around here.
Oh yeah.
But if everything's fine, I like to wake up alive. So anyway, so he goes to like deal with funeral junk and like finds out that he's got like an uncle grandpa. And I'm so offended by it because he's black. And I'm like, you don't get to have a fucking uncle grandpa, you're black. You guys like don't do that. We do that. That's why we have all the extra teeth and the fucking shit. Like, you don't have cousins that fuck. And he was just like, I got an uncle grandpa. And I'm like, man, you need to get the fuck out of Watertown is what you need.
You got a whole cartoon named after him.
Yeah.
That was a great
This was
cartoon.
his West Virginia family, though, so it's like...
West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck West
Anyway, fucking...
Yeah, so...
Brian didn't get sold, though.
Yeah, I got kept.
I ended up with him for the most part.
Yeah. I ended up getting captain.
I'm an inappropriately old
cleaner.
friend that he had at an inappropriately old age. And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Talking to our 3 fans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll be up to like 6 by the time this one's out, but you know.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, so you got sold, or you avoided getting sold.
I avoided getting sold.
Could you imagine Brian all walking around like, swing low, sweet chariot?
Me and my sister were talking too about this one. When she contacted the one brother, we're like, man, lucky you. You got fucking sold to a better family.
What'd
How
they say?
was it? And he was like, yeah, they weren't bad, but it wasn't great. And he was like, well, ours wasn't great and it wasn't good. So, congrats on being sold for like
Fuck yeah.
$400.
Yeah, man. Somebody at least paid money
Yeah.
for it. Cash money, son.
Yeah, that wasn't worth anything. I just had to fucking clear beehives out and
Brian
fucking.
was born a poor black child.
It's true.
It's awkward.
It's a great movie.
So, oh yeah, here's something I'd like to talk about. Let's discuss again the fact that I am now living in a rural area. I'm having a hard time adjusting to it. And let's talk about adversity and what people in real places have to go through that like drives them into like, I don't know, joining gangs, gang affiliation, selling drugs, doing drugs.
We got M13 up there, man, or whatever. the
I'm
fuck
just
they're
saying,
called.
like, kids that come from, like, shitty areas.
Goddamn caravanners.
No. I'm not even going into that. I'm going into the fact that I come from a very small town, and I've come to find out that these children that are in their late teens or early 20s that have never experienced any of these situations that come from, I don't know, maybe a low-income family, but not a family that you necessarily ever had to fucking, like, struggle like that with, like these other kids that have to get involved with this. And now they want to make a fucking name for themselves in said small community. And they do crazy shit like rob each other and shoot each other. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're a fucking idiot. Like,
They're having fun.
and so there's some kids I work with are opening up a bar. I'm going to be working there. And I found out that a year ago, that's what happened. Like, a bunch of their friends tried to rob their best friend, shot him in the fucking neck, and killed this kid over weed. Fucking weed.
That's fucking dope.
A fucking weed.
It's
Okay,
hardcore,
first
man.
of
I'm
all,
not messing with those guys.
okay, dude, you've never
How many white people were
experienced,
involved?
like, you want to, like,
All of
be
them.
in this fucking, like, lifestyle where you're, like, I don't know, in a gang, like, it's so hard out there, but it's only, it's
so hard.
but
out
only
there.
it's not, because you live in, like, this little fucking town where there is nothing like that going on, and your main goal in life is to create that so that you can identify with something that doesn't exist where you live. You have a fucking identity problem, and you just murdered somebody for no fucking reason, a fucking child, because a 21-year-old is a fucking child. And now this
Yeah.
kid is fucking dead, and I'm, like, learning this stuff, and I'm learning that this is a thing. Like, this is a whole culture of kids that grow up in these fucking nowhere fucking podunk places, like, because they have nothing to cling on to, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What? I fucking lived in a place for 17 years where every day I'd wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sick of the shootings. Like, can we talk about, does the SPCA run any specials this month? Like, what the fuck?
I'll take a cab.
Yeah, because I'm fucking from, you know how Orlando, you've seen people die and shot on Lee Road. It's like a thing there. Nobody cares. And then, like, where I live, and it's not that we didn't care. It's not that we, yes.
The stripper that OD'd in
yeah.
the booth.
All the time, but yes, but it's not like we didn't care. It's just like, yeah, I get it. It fucking happens. Like, but like, so now I live in this little area where it's like, okay, so where we lived and where he still, I mean, I don't know if it's as bad here, but it is the extended areas. But like where we lived, I do know for a fact that it's like, okay, it's not like okay, it sucked. People fucking die. It's fucking, that's life. That's the circle of life again. Anyway, but it is, and so we understood that, and it just kind of like the fact that it happened all the time helped us like be like, yeah, fuck it, it happens, we're okay with it, like that's life. But now to like go to live in this area where it doesn't have to happen like that, and like you got these little fucking cunts. I mean, I don't even know how to call them cunts because they're just kids, but they have this idea that like this is gonna make their life better because maybe it's more interesting. I don't know, but what I do know is somebody should really look into it that gives a fuck, because it's fucking annoying, A, and it's causing fucking two. It's causing but it's causing like
Mr. Cuomo,
because these little fucking cocksuckers are so fucking bored with their lives. It's gonna cause needless fucking other deaths of like maybe people that do fucking matter. Like maybe somebody just fucking shows up at the wrong place at the wrong time. This little fucking twat shows up and decides their life isn't fucking interesting enough. So I need to man a gang in the fucking upstate New York. So I'm gonna fucking be a fucking twat and go kill somebody. Like they didn't like that's fucking crazy. Like what? That escalated quickly. Like all those kids like that I work with and that know that boy, and the owner of the property was his father, and I'm just like listening to this story and I'm like, oh my god. And the only reason I know is because I was like drunk one night, so I was like trolling this girl.
No.
Yeah. I was trolling a 21 or 22-year-old because I read a newspaper article in the local news like where I live, and it was about this girl that had to go on trial for her part in the murder of this boy. And her whole thing was like, oh, I was just the driver, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, the driver's always the biggest piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like a mother that fucking looks the other way while her kids get raped. You know, like like you're complicit with it. You're a piece of fuck.
You want to be part
You're
of it,
just
but you don't want to do any of the dirty
and you
work.
don't even necessarily want to be part of it. You're just too big of a pussy to separate yourself from it.
You're still part of it.
You're a fucking spineless little cunt is what you are. But anyway, so so anyway,
cunt with a spine.
that's like, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yes, you shouldn't. Nobody likes a bony cut.
Anyway, so this fucking stupid twat, that was her whole defense, and then like, so I'm reading it, and some other girls like, people are fucking like busting on her, like, how do you get fat in jail? And I'm like, that's awesome, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about body shaming. But like, fuck you. You fucking
sock bun.
You sock bun bitch, yeah, bro. And so like this other fucking chick, this is the one that I'm like, I'm gonna be a 36-year-old woman that is gonna fucking serve this bitch. So for no reason, because I'm a bully and I love it. And so she's defending her. She's like, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, how the fuck do you defend somebody that was complicit in a fucking murder? And it is fucking, I read. It's amazing, the shit that I read. She's like, what was she supposed to do? It was her man that was involved in it, and this, and
it was her man.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Have higher standards, have self-dignity. There's all kinds of shit she could have did. Like,
maybe try to convince him not to murder.
The fuck you talking about, bitch? And like, just, it's fucking hilarious. But anyway, so all I'm saying is, you come from a fucking small town. You don't get to murder people because it's fucking gangster or thug or whatever. Like, no. You don't live in that town.
They stole my corn.
If you want that shit, then how about you go live in that town and let's see how long you make it in that town. Because any one of these little fucking trots, like seriously, if any one of these fucking kids went to a fucking real town where shit like that happened, like, they would fucking be eaten alive. And so instead they want to create this fucking alternate reality where that shit doesn't exist, but they want it to exist. And so they decide to fucking have these hometown robberies and shit and murder.
Because they control the situation.
The problem is that...
If they did that shit down here in the city, there's fucking people who are actually going through it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what my point just was. Anyway.
They're doing it up there where there's fucking nothing to worry
about.
Nothing,
man. Because
nobody's going to retaliate against their fucking dumb punk-ass bullshit.
Listen.
Come down here.
Mm-mm. I'm just saying. It was preventable. It is preventable. And these fucking kids, like, I don't even fucking know. I can't even blame the fucking kids only because of the fact that, like, dude, if you fucking subject a human life to live in a place where fucking houses fucking decorate the exterior of themselves like trailers, like, don't fucking expect your kid to grow up right. Like, fucking get them involved in shit. Fucking pay attention to them. Do something. I mean, it's fucking rough up there. It really fucking is. So, I mean, trust me, man. I wake up every day, like, thinking I'm in The Shining. I'm ready to fucking homicidal maniac somebody.
Over there in the village.
So I fucking can get why these kids go batshit crazy, man. Make sure they get all the vitamin D. Do fucking something. But that shit was fucking not necessary. Like, it could have been avoided. And those kids are fucking idiots. And so are their fucking parents or anybody that knew anything about them. Alright. Over to you, Brian. You got anything else?
Oh, god damn it. I'm fucking... I'm lit.
Yeah. You know what we did again? We did that thing where we were like, we're not gonna start recording when Mandy's had 17 vodkas and a bunch of weed. And then you know what we did? Might have fibbed.
Started at 14.
But you know what? I saw this thing the other day where, like, Donald Trump said that, like, he doesn't want to lie. We didn't either.
Yeah. He just,
we
tells
didn't
the
either.
Truth we have to. We tell the truth when we have to.
I mean, and we don't fucking have to, actually. So fuck you. That's how that shit works. But in a fucking lighter note, I cannot wait to see how tomorrow works out with fixing your car.
Oh, yeah. My car, which is a fabulous car, by
Dude,
the way.
If anybody wants to buy this car, it is dollars expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Is it over hundreds? It's thousands. It's thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
It might be two. It might be three.
This shit is vintage muscle.
It is vintage. It's vintage. You know?
Yeah, the tire, like, kind of just snapped off, so I'm going to try and put it back on.
That's actually decorative.
I mean, do you really need all four?
That's a lot. I mean, did you know that if you lose a lug nut, you can go to the store and only get one because that's all they have? So really, like, if you need a tire, you don't probably need all four.
Yeah.
Just go buy one.
I drove from my job.
With one tire. He drove his car like a unicycle.
Yeah. That shit snapped like 3 miles out, and I had like fucking 24 miles.
Look at him now.
Still alive. I fucking wrenched that shit back on and drove it with 2 of the 4 fucking lug nuts.
He did it. And he exists. And
because
so
I like death.
So if you know anybody that knows anybody that wants to pay Brian money, how many dollars ish over should they bid, Brian?
I'm saying 3
over $3,000
million.
Bid.
This car flies.
It
You'll
does.
see.
You'll see what it does, dude. It
You'll
does a lot.
see.
Dude, this car can take a fucking pothole It's New York, dude. It has to, bro.
It definitely has to.
And it's little and it's compact, so you can like bob and weave.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's got brand new wheel lugs, maybe, tomorrow.
It will.
We'll find out.
Once we figure it out.
I'm going to finally figure out how to take the brakes off my car, put them back on with fucking 0 experience, and then I'm just going to go hop on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no brakes.
Oh, wait, I want to bitch about something real quick.
Oh, real quick.
I don't
You got 9 minutes.
Can
and
I
30
talk
seconds.
about... Okay. So as you all know, my
Do we all know?
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
My idiot husband is in the army, so I have to online interact with a bunch of army wives. I don't have to, but it's fucking hilarious. And so the other night, they're spreading wide panic, like it is amazing, about drug-laced Halloween candy.
I've seen people are doing that.
Dude, bro, it's not a thing. Okay, it's just not a thing.
If I'm making fucking weed, anybody who makes
there's a
weed,
reason.
edible anything
No.
understands that it costs more money than regular
It's not a
weed.
thing.
I'm not giving away free brownies and fucking lollipops.
Nobody's
to
giving your
8-year-old
kids meth.
kids.
Nobody's giving your kids meth. Not for free.
Especially meth.
Not for free,
No.
dude.
If I had
There's a
bunch of meth,
reason. There's a reason meth head is a thing, man. These motherfuckers, they'll fucking chew their own faces off with their arm. Like, it's crazy.
I'm not sharing any drugs with children.
Or anybody if you don't have to.
Yeah, if I don't like you.
Anyway.
Especially if I don't know you. And if you're coming up to my house and saying trick or treat, you're getting none of my meth.
But if you know where they're passing out the free weed, son.
Yeah. Let's do it.
But my favorite thing in the world is anybody that is anybody probably doesn't know anything, because I didn't either until this happened. But once you're like married to somebody that's in the army, I could do an entire podcast alone of the shit army wives say. They're fucking crazy. My throat is bottoming out from the weed. Anyway, these bitches are fucking insane. And there is currently a widespread panic about meth candy on Fort Drum.
Why?
Because,
why specifically
because
meth
these
candy?
bitches are dumb as fuck.
Who is cooking up meth? Have they ever watched television?
That's
No.
all they do. That's the problem.
But if they have they seen that fucking show? With
That's
the
no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
That guy's like,
dude, they're
he
white.
sold
No,
meth
these women are.
so he could like
Brian,
cure his cancer.
These bitches
get,
are
or raise
widespread
money for some
panic.
shit.
They go. Like if you pander to their emotional side, it's like. It's fucking amazing. It's the most damnedest shit I've ever seen. And it is fucking hysterical. I've never seen so many catty fights in my entire life. And I fucking love it. And I hate it too. Like, I want to fight them all. But yeah, so like, I'm never taking my kid trick-or-treating again. That's why I haven't taken my kid trick-or-treating ever in his life. Like, what? Or you talk, like, you're out of your mind. But, fucking... I just want to make, okay, aside from that, I would like to say, if you're an army wife, I'm not exaggerating right now. Thank you for your tolerance. Thank you for everything that you, I mean, it is hard. It really is, as the wife. Like, it's very hard.
Glass.
Hold on. It's very fucking hard as the wife. Like, it fucking sucks. But if you're the wife and you identify as an army wife, sweetheart, your husband does not identify as housewife husband. And if being an army wife is the only thing you've ever accomplished in life, sweetheart, get it together, because it's not that impressive. And your posts about the fucking missing cats and the fucking goddamn fucking one lane and the fucking dependent line and the leaves rustling outside, sweetheart, you got to fucking get it together.
Get it.
Be strong, because you suck. Like, get it together. But if you're a normal bitch that's not like that, like, fucking God bless you, man. Like,
God bless God.
acceptable. But that's all I'm saying. Like, there is way too much of that shit going on. And for the most part, the kind of women that are, like, on the fucking candy panic fucking are kind of like the army wife moms. Like, the fucking... Yeah, come on, girl. Get an identity. Have a life. Fucking have your own career. Do you think any bitch that you fucking know that's a doctor, like, has army wife? No, it's
Doctor Army wife
it's
to you.
it's Doctor Army wife, and her husband, unless he's a fucking doctor husband. That's actually how he's gonna identify. Probably as doctor husband. That's the only way that shit's ever going to come to fruition. So get your fucking mind right, man. Nobody's ever going to be fucking goddamn housewife husband. So stop being fucking army wife. Like, get your fucking life together. Fucking, not to be a dick. But, and if that is all, like, what you decide to do in life, don't be braggy and try to fucking shame everybody else that isn't. And that's fine. Like, be a fucking housewife. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife. But when you're a fucking housewife with an attitude, you need to get your GED.
Get your good.
Get your goddamn roots did. Your time's up.